The first 45 words of the Bill of Rights introduce the civil rights of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition, according to a First Amendment expert. The First Amendment has been a vital tool in the advancement of social progress, said David L. Hudson, Jr. Hudson is a First Amendment expert law professor, serves as the First Amendment ombudsman for the Newseum Institute's First Amendment Center. Hudson's lecture, titled Fundamental First Amendment Principles and the Threats to Free Speech, was broken up into two parts, the fundamentals and the threats.
We need First Amendment protection for speech that challenges the status quo, that may be a little different. That's the essence of the First Amendment.
The First Amendment protects far more than just the spoken word and the printed word, said Hudson. It also protects many types of expressive conduct. The first threat that Hudson mentioned is one that punishes the uncivil or too much censorship of speech simply because people find it offensive. Free speech, for me, but not for thee, said Hudson, quoting a book by McClintock. I want to censor your speech, but don't censor mine. According to Hudson, there is a terrible lack of First Amendment protection for public employees, and this creates another threat to free speech.
I believe that there's not sufficient protection for public school students, and I believe that we have to teach the importance of free speech so that the future of our country, the future citizens, participate fully in a fully functioning constitutional democracy. And you cannot have a fully functioning constitutional democracy if you don't teach and respect free speech principles.
Mass governmental surveillance, we need some security, said Hudson, but when we have too much, that is not a chilling effect on speech, it's a freezing effect. The last threat that Hudson talked about is the most controversial, he said. We have pervasive censorship in a private sphere. Having pervasive censorship teaches the public that censorship is okay. The public then accepts the censorship without question because it is what they are accustomed to, according to Hudson. Censorship by private actors who have such power in society, as much as or more than government actors, raises the question of should we be concerned when private actors have such power and they silence speech to such an alarming high degree. This is a possible threat to the First Amendment, said Hudson. Hudson also writes for the ABA Journal, American Bar Association, and the American Bar Association's Preview of the United States Supreme Court Cases, and is a co-author and author for many books.